first partnerships, we got to meet UW Hope. They introduced us to the many different kinds of healthcare jobs to look into. We got to meet workers in ophthalmology who taught us about eyes, and sonographers who taught us about ultrasounds.
Next, we ventured into the Geology Museum. In this museum, we saw many different types of crystal structures as well as fossils from ancient animals. We connected geology to healthcare by relating it to health crises caused by earthquakes.
Now on to CPR certification. We worked with a licensed teacher who taught us not only the basics of CPR, but as well as working an AED. In the end, we all got cards showing that we are CPR certified.
Next, we got to talk to a clinical social worker who gave us insight into what she does on a daily basis. She also answered questions relating to her job. We learned different mindful exercises, such as blowing bubbles, to focus on deep breaths.
For our next partnership, we got to meet a dietitian. She taught us the importance of her work as well as the daily responsibilities of her work, such as helping figure out certain diets for her patients. We had a brownie making competition. All groups had different ingredients.
3 minutes. Go ahead, take one.
Oh, you gonna be honest, okay?
Well, give us your honest reaction.
Is that the joke? This is not it, bro.
Oh, you got the whole plate. Finish it up.
We all had to present our brownies as well as advertise them to our RMs and also the dietitian. In the end, my group won because we're just better.
For our cluster field trip, we took a trip to the museum to the Science and Industry in Chicago. In this museum, we were able to view real human specimens and wander around in a mirror maze. Then we had visited the Blue Paradox exhibit where we learned about the effect of plastic on Earth.
Speaking of health, we also got a visit from Maria's personal trainer. She first gave us an overlook on her job as well as basic nutrition tips to stay healthy. In the afternoon, she guided us in a group workout followed by stretching. To end our session, she gave us a lesson on thoughtful eating, what it's like to eat food, smell food, and feel food.
Next, we took a trip to UW Health Hospital. We started our day off by painting things that represented the stuff that we love. For example, pets, family, sports, etc. Then we went into research and went over what makes a good study. Then we went off into our own groups to make our own study and then presented it to the class. Some of the studies included the effects on different drinks, cancer, that thing. Essentially, questions that we wanted answered.
For our final partnership, we were able to visit a UW research center to learn about Alzheimer's. During this partnership, we were able to go in depth of the function of the brain and the effects that Alzheimer's can have. Then we were able to take a tour around the research center to look at MRIs, PET scanners, and labs. The next day, we wanted to get in depth of what it was like to be a patient with dementia within a simulation. Then finally, we were able to feel and hold a real human brain.